I'm fixing my Aunty Aroos' recipe for choreg. I have here Aunty Aroos' choreg recipe. We need 2 sticks of margarine, 5 eggs, 1 cup sugar, 2 packages of dry yeast, and then we need salt, and 1 can of evaporated milk, not condensed, it's evaporated milk, and about 6 or 7 cups of flour, and we also add some mahlab. Mahlab you can find in the Armenian or Middle Eastern stores. It is ground cherry seeds, the inside of ground cherry seeds, and it gives this special flavor to the
dough.
To the dough.
And what are we going to make with this dough?
We're going to make some choreg.
Okay, what's choreg?
Choreg is like kahke, we also say kahke, but choreg is more soft. You can call it rolls. You know, you can eat this with cheese, with your tea or coffee, and jam. You can put some jam on it and eat it. It's for breakfast or for snack. And it's a very satisfying, delicious
pastry bread.
Pastry bread, yeah.
Okay.
Or roll.
All right, let's get started.
Okay. Now the first thing we'll do is crack these eggs. You're supposed to crack it in a bowl to make sure, but I just got these eggs and I know that they're fresh. And you have to be sure that the shells don't fall in there, otherwise someone will have a
crunchy bread.
Crunchy choreg.
So you got 5 eggs in
5 eggs. And now the eggs are room temperature. I'm going to add some lukewarm water to melt this yeast. Okay, about half a cup of water. While this is melting, we're going to add a little salt.
How much is a little?
It says I think like 1 teaspoon, which is, I don't measure, that's enough. And then 1 cup of sugar. If you want to make it sweeter, you can add more sugar. You know, you can add, so you can eat it without any jam on it. But I think that we'll stick to the recipe we have. This is the sugar and the milk. So here is the evaporated milk.
Does it taste?
This is the mahlab?
Yeah.
That's the ground cherry
seeds.
Seeds, okay.
The pit.
What does that make flavorful? Whoa.
No, well, it's not, you're only going to put a pinch.
Okay.
Or half teaspoonful. Let's put 2 pinches. I keep this in the freezer. I don't use it that often, and it stays fresh.
Okay. Mahlab.
Yeah. Now I'm going to mix this with my hand. Sort of the sugar, the egg, the salt, and the mahlab will be all incorporated. Well, I'm going to use my hand anyway eventually, so might as well start doing it. The sugar melted. I can't feel it at the bottom of the bowl. Therefore, we're ready to put the flour in.
The flour really makes it look.
Pour it in. Pour in the whole thing. Thank you.
All right, so the recipe calls for 1 cup of milk, but you put in the whole can.
The whole can.
And the recipe calls for 7 cups
Yeah.
of flour.
Well,
but
you're going to see if you can handle it, so that you can make sure that
should I add the butter and yeast?
Well,
or-
let me do this a little. It's either margarine or butter. You can
How
use
much?
either one. 2 cubes melted, or the whole thing. It's okay. I'm going to mix it. Needs a little elbow grease.
It needs
Yeah,
a little elbow grease.
yeah. You can see it.
How long does it take to rise?
Well, it depends on the weather.
Basically, you should at least give it like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
Wipe it
This
with
is
vegetable oil.
And this is the sign of the cross.
Okay.
And it's blessed.
All right.
Okay.
Will the cross still be there after overnight? Even when it
350 degrees.
For how long?
Gee, I haven't made it.
Until
for a
they get
while.
golden.
Yeah.
And you
yeah.
keep putting, brushing layers of butter on it?
No, egg.
Just egg. Egg white or egg yolk?
No, egg. The
Both.
whole egg. Yeah.
Okay. No butter?
No,
Just egg?
this is the butter that it's going.
if you mean the
to
whole egg, do you mean the shell?
No.
No, the inside of the
And then
egg.
just once before you put it in the oven, or a couple times?
Just once.
Okay.
You just brush it on and put it in the oven.
I have the little piece of the coleslaw.
I'm
So the
going
oil.
to put this
Less than
oil
oil.
so that it won't dry up. Of
The choreg.
Yes,
And so we've allowed the dough to rise overnight. Why did you cover it the way you did?
because I didn't want the surface to dry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what did
otherwise
you
it
do?
will- let's open it.
You put a sheet, a towel.
Yeah. My grandma used to put a blanket,
Uh-huh.
and we also have.
Oh, it really did rise.
Yes.
And
it
saran
did.
wrap over the top.
And see the part that the saran wrap missed is already drying.
It looks
But
like
it's okay. Now you're going to see the
It looks like butter
how
and it smells like butter.
it has poofed.
Mm-hmm.
See the holes?
Yeah.
Yeah. See? So that means
Now-
Oh, we
that
get to
it's
touch
ready.
it?
And it's warm to the touch too.
Huh.
Now the next thing we're going to do is very simple. You flour your board a little bit, and then you take as large a piece as you want. I usually take about this much, and if I need to, I can always put a little dough, and then you go. Yeah.
Can we mix whatever we want out of it?
Yes, but I'm going to show what happens here. All I do is this
It's like a pretzel.
here. This is
How many are you gonna make out of
Can
that?
make
Well, the whole
larger
thing.
too.
you can make it larger, but this will get to be large because
It puffs.
it
in
puffs.
the
Yeah,
oven.
it has to rest and puff. You can make any shape now. Some people make it this way. I'll show you. This is another way.
You made a pretzel.
Here.
We'll still have that design when you take it out of the oven.
Yeah, sure.
It'll still be there.
Here. See? Here, this is another shape I've
Oh
seen
yeah.
ladies
A fire hose
make.
roll. Let's call it fire hose roll.
Looks like this one.
A fire hose roll.
Yeah, fire hose roll is right, Albert. So we go on like this until you're done with the whole thing. And then you put it in a... You put it in a... I usually put it in my oven. And... here.
Let it rise.
Yeah, because it's going to get much bigger. There. See, that's all there is to it. And you go on and on, you put it on your... This is non-stick aluminum foil. It's better to put it... well, let's put this here.
Once you cover it in the
You
flour,
have-
will it still dry up?
No, I'm not using that much flour.
She's giving room.
So
each
that
one.
they'll
Expand.
expand.
Easier.
Yeah. Rub your hands together. Here, this is yours. You can do whatever
Here.
you want to.
What did you make? Fire truck?
Guinea pig. Frog.
Here.
Okay, I'll just. You
Make
and
the little heart, sweetie.
There.
Pinch the two ends together.
Well-
So what is the difference between Choreg and kefke?
Kachka is usually after you bake it, you turn off the oven, you put it back in the oven so that it will
Dry.
and it will be crunchy.
Okay.
Choreg is moist and soft.
Is it essentially the same dough?
Well, not
Or you
really.
don't put the malab in it?
No, you can put anything you want in it, but that's you don't put eggs in it. You just put
In kefke?
Yeah, in kefke you don't put eggs because egg is the thing that
Moisten.
moistens and keeps it, moist and
Cushy.
fluffy and. Like you braid the hair.
So you break it into two pieces.
And you blade it.
There. See, it's braided.
And they're just sitting there
Yeah.
for 2 or 3 hours until what?
Until they poof again. I cracked an egg and I whipped it with this fork. Now I'm going to take the brush here. Oops. And paint these one at a time.
Get a nice little coat on them.
Yes, nice coat so it will shine a little bit, otherwise it will look a little drab. We do this on the whole tray. We're going to take some sesame seeds and sprinkle it a little bit on each. Now the sesame seeds will get browned and give a little more flavor to our
I know what those are.
Choreg. Okay, then we'll bake it. Okay. Now I'm going to put this here.
You preheated?
Yeah, I have preheated 350 degrees.
Okay. For how long?
Maybe 20 minutes, we'll check. 25 minutes. This is
Another proud production of Shake's kitchen. Beautiful.